Good morning. Welcome to QuiltChat. It's so good to have you with us here on a happy Halloween.
Happy
Halloween.
Oh, it is so cute. Look at you
Yeah,
in
well,
costume.
somebody had to wear a mask today, you know?
Ooh, well, we want to see your pretty face.
Now, I have to tell you why she got the mask is that she said that we're not dressing up for Halloween, are we? So I got us these cute little t-shirts.
And they're
that
so
say,
cute.
This is my scary quilter costume. And so she did wear that. We just got different colors.
Of course.
Yes. Thank you, Bonnie.
And
You're
we
so
want to
fun.
thank Daisy Gwill, who went
yes.
trick-or-treating last night. And it's raining here today, so they had Halloween trick-or-treating early.
So,
And
yeah,
so she
we're
picked
having a
few
party.
pieces and brought the rest of it into the auction.
She made quite the haul. Look
She
at that
did.
girl.
And Brittany, who was here last week as our special guest, brought apple cider for us all today. So we are having a
sugar
good
high.
party day.
Yes, we are.
Well, and we know that many of you make quilts for Halloween, and so we're going to have a little show and tell this morning on our program to start off of some Halloween quilts. And so the first one is the Halloween quilted wall hanging, and it was posted on our My Quilt Place by Pamela Nesler, and it was inspired by a card. Pretty cute, huh?
Oh, it does look
very
like a
cute.
nostalgic
Yeah.
card. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
stacked pumpkins. Okay, and then our next one is the Cool Cat by the Moon.
Oh,
And
he is
this
a cool
was
cat.
posted
very
by
fun.
Cyndi Mesa. And this is a pattern from amberfentondesigns.com. Cute quilt. Be fun to hang up, wouldn't it?
Yes. Oh,
And the
that's
pumpkin
really
paper
nice.
doll set Wonky was posted by Ruthann Benge. And this is a pattern from goingtopiecesquilts.com.
Some days I'm set wonky.
And she I guess maybe it was set straight and she decided to make them a little
Well,
bit wonky.
that was a good choice.
It was. It's a cute way to set it. And then we have the Witch's Brew wall
Wow.
hanging
Oh, she's
that was
beautiful. Look at that
posted by
hair.
Karen Polczynski, and this is a pattern by Seems Like Home. Everybody needs a Halloween witch, right?
Definitely.
And our last one is called the Halloween Quilt, and it was posted by Althea Foster, and this is the So Spooky pattern from QuiltCompany.com.
Beautiful.
So there's all kinds of quilts that you can make for Halloween.
That's nice. Now, the quilt behind us is not specifically a Halloween quilt, but it is an awesome reminder of the colors of the horizon or the colors of Halloween or the leaves.
yes.
It's just a beautiful quilt for fall. It's or anytime really. It's called Heat Wave. It's from a pattern by Stacey Day. Stacey Day made this one, and we have it available at Shop AQS if you'd like the kit or the pattern.
Yes.
The pattern was in American Quilter last year.
And Mindy and I chose that one because we thought we'd all look good in front of it.
Well, I think anybody'd look good in front of this. It's so pretty.
Yeah, it
I
is
love
pretty.
any quilt that kind of looks like a horizon. I think it's so pretty.
It's so beautiful.
All right, Betsy, we have some special stuff going on today. There's a big sale today, right?
There is. We have the $5 flash sale that was at the top of On Point today. So you saw that in your weekly newsletter. We also had several really great articles showing off everybody's quilting for the last month. So we have the show and tell from the Project Parade, which is our Facebook group. And we also had a dozen quick quilts you could get done by Christmas.
Those
And
were
so-
good too. Nice quilts.
Yeah.
Easy to sew.
Including
easy
a
and
couple
fast.
of them, or 2 or 3 of them, that were the one block giant quilts.
yes,
that
from our one
would
block
be
series,
so
so
easy to make,
fast.
and yet really a nice way to,
And very
especially
pretty,
to focus on your quilting stitches too in a lot of that open space.
Yes.
Yes.
They make a
Nice.
nice gift too.
Sure.
Quick one.
Yep.
And so we also have, I want to show you here, I've got pictures so that you can see them up close and personal. We're going to start with what's your favorite color this year? So this year we wondered what the color of the year was. And so we have a worksheet that we have with the planning pages. And that is this little one where a color wheel, if you'll take your projects and you either have pictures of them or use the little words and write in where your projects fell, and you can see this year what color you preferred the most.
And you know what? I bet we have some colors we use in just about every quilt.
Oh.
I know I do.
All of
Mine
us-
would be blue, 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 blue.
Yeah, mine's teal. You know that one. Mine is
that's
always
great.
teal.
Yes. And then we also featured a story about English paper piecing. And it was a little sneak peek at Karen Stone's technique. And you can see it here with the tumbler blocks or thimbles, whichever one you prefer to call them. And she does this really wonderful way that you sew rather than hand piece.
So it's machine stitch.
Machine stitch.
Yes.
And for our project, because it's so tiny, we have you doing it as you quilt. So you just have a little project, and you actually.
So it's quilted when you're done.
It's done. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
That's
But
nice.
there is so much to. I just want to give you a peek. I didn't want to give away all of her secrets. So if you like that technique at all, you're going to want to take a look at her class.
And that's at iquilt.com.
iquilt.com, and if you don't have internet, be sure to pick up the video.
So it's very interesting because, you know, I'm a fan of English paper piecing, and I wasn't so sure that I would like the idea of the machine stitching, but Karen Stone is awesome, and she has presented this in such an interesting way that I think you should try it.
And you know, she does really complex blocks. What we have there is something super simple, but she takes really crazy stuff that's really hard to piece. And I was so excited because those state blocks are hard. Several of those have some really challenging foundation paper piecing or English paper piecing parts to them. And this technique would be absolutely fabulous. I'm going to use it on ours because it's just going to make it so much
I'm definitely
simpler.
going to try it.
I was really surprised. I didn't quite realize there was so many wonderful ideas packed into this little class. But it was, woo!
Does she
phenomenal.
use invisible thread?
She does. Yeah. She likes to use smoke or the invisible, either one's.
Well, then you don't have to change your thread all the time.
Oh, yeah.
No, and that's nice. We also have a free pattern for you with Autumn Star, and it is done in very traditional colors. And that
This is a nice little wall hanging.
no, that is
Oh, it's a big quilt.
70-inch quilt.
Oh, gosh. So it's another single block.
It is. It is a very fun fall one. We wanted something quick so that you could get it done. And then we had the Night Stitches story, which we had a quilt block that is slashed by the quilt slasher. And we have a picture of that for you. And so it is a quilt block with the stuff. You take the old orphan block, cut it in half, and you can put the stitching in the middle. But you can, that way you can save an orphan block, and it gives a pretty little header and footer to your quilt label.
Or
I
sometimes
right.
when you make a block and it doesn't turn out exactly right, that's a good one to use and put it on the as part of the label.
On the back.
Or
Yes.
even a part of it.
Yes.
Right. So that would make us all quilt slashers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so that was our Night Stitches, and it's a lot of fun. So we have lots of fun things for you to play with and give a try.
Well, and I know, you know, one of the things that you all get when you are members of AQS is you get access to our members-only site on AmericanQuilter.com. And you have some new things that we got posted today there too, didn't you?
We have 3 new barns that are in the Country Days Barn series. And there's the
one.
blue barn with the green quilt.
Oh, I like it.
And then we have the tall barn. And that's an old tobacco barn.
Right?
And then we have...
There it is.
Yes. And I call this Pretty Brown Barn.
Yeah, this kind of looks like the cattle barn, like
That's
you
right.
keep the cows in there.
That's
doesn't
exactly
it?
right.
It's a crib
Looks-
barn. Is the
Looks
yes.
familiar.
It has that drive-through right through the center and the cribs on the side. Yes. And so, yes, very fun barns.
All right, and we have a brand new section for the
Forever and a Day.
Forever and a Day quilt.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're due on the first Friday of the month, and so we always try to get that out a little ahead if we can with On Point. So that's ready for you. It's Divine, and it is a very colorful vine with leaves on it.
And so if some of you are out there working on that, we'd love to see what they're doing.
Oh,
wouldn't we?
yes, please.
Yes, please share it on our Facebook or on our Facebook group Project Parade. We'd love to hear from you.
Either one.
Yes.
Well, and of course, you know, we're already taking reservations or registrations for Daytona Beach.
Oh my goodness.
And our members have had a whole week already advance notice, and they get until next Tuesday when we open it to the general public. Wow. And so we've got some great teachers. And you know, Ricky Timms, you usually see him here at Paducah. Ricky Timms will be with us there in Daytona Beach. Adita Sitar, Lisa Bongine. If you like working with wool, Lisa does that wonderful quilts with wool. Pepper Corey, Nisha Oren Nelson, and he does some really fun stuff with machine quilting. And of course, when you talk about quilting, you have to talk about Margaret Solomon Gunn.
And she will be there.
She
Wow.
will be there, and she'll be teaching the long arm classes. So if you want to learn from a pro, all of these people really are some of the top teachers in the country right now. So registration is at quiltweek.com, and you don't want to wait because I think we only have a couple classes filled so far, but they are filling, and many of them only have a few seats left.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
It's going to be an exciting show.
I know. And not only that, but when you go to Daytona Beach, you can stay at a hotel right there on Daytona Beach. So you can go out the front door and walk across the street to the convention center, or you can walk the other direction and walk right out onto the beach from your hotel.
So I guess if you have a balcony on your room, you're looking right on the
Yes.
on the beach.
Yes.
Wow. Nice way to wake up.
It is. It is. Well, and you can open up the door and you can hear the waves hitting against the beach too in the morning.
beautiful.
That's a fun thing that I always
I
like
might
to
have
do.
to find a way to get down there this year.
But you know what though? When we're at the shows, we're always busy. I only one time of Alan and I walked down there that I dipped my toes in the ocean so we could take a picture. Isn't that right, Alan? He's shaking his head, yes. Most of the time we're really busy, but we hope you'll spend some time when
Right.
you're there being able to enjoy one of the best beaches in the entire country.
That is right. And speaking of Alan, he certainly looks interesting today, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And we're going to close with this one little picture. Some of our staff dressed up for the holiday. And so this is our nerdy cameraman and Kelly Comer, who's our vendor coordinator. She was taking treats around the office earlier today. So we hope that all of you will have a wonderful Halloween. Stay dry. It's going to be rainy here. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week right here. See you later.